Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the first news from today's newspaper, 23rd January, front page dawn. Opposition rejects Azmat as a broadsheet probe head. Government says opposition wants a judge of its own choice for the purpose. Islamabad, the appointment of retired Justice Asmat Said as the head of the Inquiry Commission on the broadsheet scandal has become controversial as the opposition has rejected the selection while the government has defended the move. The opposition has rejected the appointment on the grounds that Justice Said was part of the five-member bench of the Supreme Court which announced the verdict against former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif in the Panama Papers case. On the other hand, the Federal Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmad and Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Ali Muhammad Khan have said that the government had no bad intention in retired Justice Said's appointment. The main opposition, Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz PMLN, has demanded that an undisputed and non-controversial person be appointed as chairman of the commission and its proceedings be made public, as the law on inquiry commissions had such a provision. Recently, a UK court have a verdict against Pakistan in the Broadsheet case. Broadsheet LLC, a UK-based asset recovery firm, was engaged in NAB in 2000 to trace offshore assets of Pakistani nationals, but the agreement was cancelled in 2003. The government has recently paid $28 million to the firm in damages. Addressing a press conference at Parliament Lodges, former Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi said cases like Broadsheet were the reason why Pakistan had been in a state of crisis. When institutions are established for tarnishing the image of politicians and slinging mud at them by dubbing them corrupt, the country can never smoothly function. He added, these institutions have become instruments of political victimization, and those who created them and pulled their strings have been exposed, he said. Showing the 14-page contract signed with the broadsheet, he said, the contract was signed by Lieutenant General Said Muhammad Amjad as NAB chairman, Dr. Pepper of Broadsheet, and then Prosecutor General of NAB, Farooq Azam Khan, and Tariq Fawad Malik as witness. It was a one-sided agreement signed with a company that was created days before the signing of the agreement, he added. The former minister said Pakistan had so far paid $65 million to Broadsheet, and about one-third of the amount was recently paid by the PTI government. He said under the decision made by ECNEC and the cabinet, $28 million was transferred into the Pakistani High Commission's code, and the Broadsheet was permitted to take that money, yet no national institution had the guts to question this. Had any such agreement been sponsored by a politician, it would have made headlines for days that politicians had looted a huge amount from national exchequer. He would have been in NAB's custody for 90 days and then um, perpetually in jail. And this matter isn't just about corruption, but about an organized effort to destroy Pakistan's political system and taunt its politicians to discredit them, he said. Mr. Abbasi said the PTI government went a step ahead and wanted to take commission over the payment of the remaining one-third amount as the broadsheet owner. Kabe Musavi had repeatedly said that a representative of the government approached him for their cut for facilitating the payment. The former prime minister said retired Justice Said was Deputy Prosecutor General of NAB when the agreement was signed with Broadsheet. This establishes a clear and undeniable conflict of interest. He asked how the inquiry could be impartial and transparent when the Commission had, had a glaring conflict of interest. He urged retired Justice Said to refuse to accept a position of the inquiry commission head. He said retired Justice Said was also a member of Shaukat Khan Memorial Hospital Board of Governors, but that was a discussion for another day. Speaking at the press conference, PMLN Information Secretary Mariam Aurangzeb said the administration of the parliament lodges had banned media from covering the press conference so that the nation wouldn't know the truth about the scandal. She said Deputy Speaker of National Assembly Qasim Suri had ordered the administration of parliament lodges not to let media in. But when the media persons asked for a written order, then they said the instructions were issued only verbally. The Pakistan People's Party, PPP, also rejected the formation of the inquiry commission to probe the broadsheet issue. PPP Secretary General Syed Nayyar Hussain Bukhari, in a statement, said that the Commission would misguide people of Pakistan by hurling allegations at the opposition and the previous governments. He said the broadsheet scandal was a serious issue and should be probed in a transparent way. Talking to Don Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs, Ali Muhammad Khan, said that there was nothing wrong in appointment of retired Justice Said as head of the inquiry commission if he was the Deputy Prosecutor General of NAB when broadsheet agreement was inked. It does not mean that he was involved in decision making. He said retired Justice Said had served as a member of Board of Governors of SKMH, but as an honorary member, and he did not take any salary or perks. Talking about Panama Papers case, the minister said, if a judge gives any judgment in a case, it does not mean he is biased. Talking to the media in Karachi, Sheikh Rashid predicted that the broadsheet fiasco would prove to be counterproductive for the opposition, terming it Panama Papers 2 for the PMLN. He advised the leaders of the opposition party to wait and see. I have heard that they, PMLN, have raised objections to the appointment of a retired Justice Azmat Said as the head of the inquiry commission. assigned the broadsheet probe, said Mr. Ahmad. What is the logic behind that? They want the appointment of judges and head of inquiry commissions of their choice. They are known to influence judges and the judiciary. Everyone knows the saga of Justice Malik Qayyum. Should we appoint him as the commission head? Imran Ayub in Karachi also contributed to this report. And in the end, if you have not yet, please subscribe our channel and press the like and bell button to get the fresh from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. Goodbye.